Bienvenue dans un nouvel épisode des Wave Stories, une série d'interviews réalisées à l'occasion du Brest Surf Film Festival. Today we're speaking with the team Big C, a powerful film that explores the hidden impact of neoprène in surfing world. So, hello.
Hey. Bonjour.
What motivated you to create Big C?
Yeah, just because we saw some reporting in the Guardian newspaper in the UK. They've been reporting on the problems with neoprene production for about a year. And as a lifelong surfer, I'd never heard about this story, so I just figured it was something that we should try and dig into and get out there.
Okay. Lewis, do you propose the project to Chris and Demi, or was it, I don't know, a collaboration when you heard about it, when you have the idea?
Yeah, initially I went over and did a short film.
Okay.
And then showed it to the guys.
Okay.
And then we all agreed it was definitely a story worth spending a bit of time on.
Okay.
So we've all collaborated on it for like 5 years now.
Okay. Nice.
It's been a long time.
Yeah. Okay. The film shows a shocking paradox because surfing is often seen as a green sport, but surfing depends a lot of toxic materials. And how did you feel about the contradiction as surfer yourself, maybe?
I think, like Lewis said, it was a surprise for us because we'd never heard of chloroprene rubber.
Okay.
Like, you hear about neoprene, but neoprene is chloroprene rubber. So we were surprised, and we were surprised by what a horrible material it is.
Okay.
So I think we all think we're surfers, we're in touch with nature. We didn't realise we were purchasing such a horrible material.
Yeah, I agree with it because when I begin to surf, I don't know about this material. And then when I start to work here and they explain me, I was there, what? Really shocked about...
And we've all bought so many wetsuits, like 20 wetsuits, in our life. We felt very responsible and very tied to the story.
You film in the heart of the Cancer Alley, near the chloroprene factory. Was it important for you to go there in person? Yeah,
it was very important, wasn't it? I mean, would you two like to say about your trips there?
Yeah, I mean, really, the point of the film is to let the people who live there tell the story. So it was essential that we went over to get to know them, to interview them, and to sort of get their trust so they would tell us exactly what was going on.
Okay.
So we had to go. We've been over a few times, and so really the film, it's the residents, the people who are affected by chloroprene production, and the surfers, us, who are benefiting from chloroprene production.
The film sends a strong message about responsibility and change. Do you think that the surf industry is ready to evolve, or it's still defensive?
I think really there's been a couple of there's been two approaches.
Okay.
On one side, some brands have been quite resistant. Because they have made these wetsuits for years, they make good profits. And then on the other side, there have been brands who were surprised and shocked and immediately wanted to make a change. So on one side, it's a very positive story because there are a lot of brands now making a change and moving to natural rubber.
Okay. There are alternatives, so I find the Ulex, the natural rubber, but they are still struggling to take over. What do you think this is holding them back? And in the cost, in the habits, in the branding?
I think maybe in the past there was a divide between the price of natural rubber and neoprene, but now
it's the same.
So there's no reason for brands not to want to move forward. So really it comes down to choice of a brand. There isn't any material reason not to change. I just think sometimes people are resistant to
but maybe the habits.
Exactly.
So they are maybe a bit scared to change it.
And I think if people are used to running their business a certain way, people are reluctant sometimes to want to stop doing one thing and embrace the future. But that's all it is. It's just embracing the future.
Yes, that's true. And if you have to sum up Big C in one sentence, what would it be? A bit.
I think it's about the power we have as individuals and as a community to affect change. That's really what this film is about. It's about change and it's about hope.
Okay. And as spectators, what can we do in our level to change this scared of these habits?
So we always say the most sustainable wetsuit that you have is the one you already own. So wear it, don't throw it away. When you're ready to make the change, donate your wetsuit to someone else who can still use it and enjoy it. And then when you're looking to buy a new wetsuit, make sure you do your research. And we would urge you to buy a wetsuit that's natural rubber, because it's not toxic and it's kind to the planet and to people.
So you created the London Surf Film Festival more than 10 years ago?
15?
14, 15.
15. Sorry, I just read 10.
It's a long time.
What was your goal back then to create this London Surf Film Festival?
I think we wanted to create an event for the community. So in the UK, we had no surf film festival. And I had a friend in New York, and he ran the New York Surf Film Festival. And we were talking, and he said, maybe you should start the Surf Film Festival in the UK. And so we did, because we wanted to go to a surf film festival in the UK. So we had to create it.
And we were writers and surfers. So we knew a lot of people who were creating beautiful projects, and we wanted to share them.
And the festival is known for highlighting unique voice, far from the mainstream marketing. How do you choose then the film?
That's a really good question. Because we get, as they do at the Brest Surf Film Festival, we have so many submissions every year. We watch all of those films, and it's a lot of films because people have spent a lot of time and a lot of care making those projects. And we curate a festival which speaks to us and sends out a message that we want to share with the world, and we're always drawn to unique stories and ways of telling stories. So we're always looking for those films that challenge perceptions and maybe push the story forward.
Since the start of the London Surf Film Festival, what has changed the most in the way people talk about surfing?
That's great.
I think surf filmmaking is more democratic now. So it's more accessible. So when we first started, we had less films with bigger budgets using very high-end equipment. Whereas now the equipment is more accessible. So a lot of young filmmakers can access good cameras and editing equipment, and so therefore there are many more films from many more kind of different genres, you know, and so some young kind of exciting people making films. So yes, much more accessible.
And which film or filmmaker have stood out in your recent year? I think many.
So hard. It's really hard. It's like choosing your favorite song. It depends on your mood on the day. I think when I look back over the 14 years of doing the festival, there are films that stand out for me. I think films like North of the Sun really stood out for me, and that was a very early film. But it was a really beautiful film. It was from a filmmaker who was telling a story about his home, and he didn't think anyone outside of his home would watch it. So it's a film that came from Norway and came to the world. And so that really stands out for me because it was a beautiful journey to go on. I think films like Stoked and Broke from Cyrus Sutton really stands out. Again, really concise, beautiful storytelling, told really simply, really well. And then last year, films like Maya and the Wave. Really powerful story about powerful women, told by a powerful female filmmaker. Those are the films for me.
Interesting.
I don't know if you have any you want to add.
Wow. There are
so hard. So hard.
Sorry.
It's nice that there are filmmakers who push the boundaries, like people like Peter Hamblin, who makes surf movies, but they mix the genre of they don't look like a traditional surf movie.
The festival isn't just about watching film, it's a real community. How important is the human connection in your big project?
It's everything.
Everything.
It's everything. It was lovely today over breakfast. It's the same wherever you go. Over breakfast, we were fortunate to meet a filmmaker, Jose Gonzalez, who's showing his film in Brest. And that's what it's all about. We spent 2 hours talking about films, filmmaking, storytelling, culture, community, and that for us is everything. That's what I think film festivals are all about.
What is your view on the European surf film scene today?
I think it's very healthy. I think there are a lot of... So I think when we started, most of the films were coming from the US and Australia. Whereas now I think Europe has got some amazing surfers and amazing filmmakers and lots of films that don't follow the traditional narrative. So I think, very healthy. And we've shown some of Lewis's films at the festival as well, some of your previous films. So,
great. So, thank you to all three to being here. It was a very big pleasure to discuss in Rio about this powerful and important film at the festival. I think it's a film that who the public and the people keep in touch.
Keep in their mind.
Keep in the mind. Thank you.
Thank you.
So thank you everyone to listening, and we will back soon with another wave stories. So thank you so much. Thank you to come.
Thank you. Real pleasure.
Real pleasure. It was a real pleasure. Thank you.